Hi, I'm here today to teach you one of my favorite techniques for getting out of your head. I think this is probably one of the most common things people come in with, that they know they're stuck and continually obsessing about a particular problem they're having, but they don't know how to stop. So the first step in stopping a thought that you don't want to have is just to recognize that you're having it. A lot of times I think we have this assumption that our thinking is valuable, that we're educated people, and that if we're worrying about a problem, we're doing something productive to solve it. However, as one of my favorite spiritual teachers, Richard Rohr, likes to say, about 95% of thinking is simply repetitive and useless. And if you're honest, when you look at your own thought process, you probably realize, yes, I'm just obsessing about the same thing over and over again. Like a particular conversation you've had with someone, if you worry about how other people perceive you, maybe you're worrying about a particular outcome of something that probably won't happen but may happen 6 months down the road. Whatever the content is, we tend to worry about the same things over and over, and that's just pointless. So one technique I like to use when you know worrying is a problem for you is simply stopping as soon as you notice that you're having a worry and asking yourself 2 questions. The first question is, have I had this thought before? And almost always the answer will be yes. If you answer yes to that question, then it simply means this is not an original thought. This is not a new thing to take note of. Why are you bothering to think it again? The second thought, or the second question to ask yourself is there anything I can do about this right now? And again, most often the answer is no. You may be sitting in your car ruminating. You may not be able to deal with a particular situation because it hasn't even happened yet. So if the answer is no, why bother to think it? Try to turn your attention to something sensual, something in your physical environment. If the answer to both those questions is no, this is not an original thought, and also there's nothing you can do about it right now. Maybe consciously ground your feet on the floor. Notice things in your environment, like naming 5 things you see, 4 things you hear, 3 things you touch. Try to turn your attention away from the thought, and eventually, with time and practice, your thoughts and your worries will have less power.